Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm Jason Sterling. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network. And today we're going to do a build video today. I haven't done much build. I haven't done any build videos or build streaming for the Life and Death pack. I've done some gameplay type of stuff, but so far, even though I've done builds, I haven't done any tours of them yet or actually uploaded them onto the gallery. That is all coming. We're going to work on this build here today. I'm going to make sure that I am live. When I am live, let's make sure I've got chat going here. That should be good. Let me clear my throat a little bit. And let's see, we've got the cemetery here in Ravenwood. Whoops, wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, there we are. I do have some music going today. Hopefully this is coming through. I hope that this is streaming okay. I'm getting a little bit of... Does look a little odd. Let me look at this real quick. The stream's coming through a little strange. It could just be a problem with internet in my area. Maybe this isn't the day to do a stream. Who knows? Let me take a look and see what maybe I can do here to resolve it. Okay, we're going to roll with it. We're going to hope that that works. If it doesn't, then I'll try something else. And I actually think it's not working. I'm still getting a little bit of lag here as I kind of look at this. So let's see here. Hold on just a second. Let's try something. I am going to, let's see. What I'm going to do is go ahead and maybe just kind of do without the camera part of it today. Sort of face cam. And see if that helps as we go through here. It could be on my end. It could be a computer problem, like a little bit of a computer glitch. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying a few different types of things here to see if we can get the face cam working. I don't normally have this much trouble. Normally it works just fine. Move that out of my way. Okay, let's We're going to try changing that too and see if that helps a little bit. We'll see. I'm just trying to lessen a little bit of the resource drain on my computer. And I do think that that is helping. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, so here we are. Hopefully the stream holds together while we're rolling here. We're going to redo this cemetery here in Ravenwood. Let me say right off the bat, especially before I get too far into kind of demolishing this build, I really do like this build. I thought it was a really good cemetery and thought they did a really great job with it. Now, I like to do my own thing. I like to put my own stamp on builds, kind of have my own sort of setup. So that's what I'm doing here. But I do like it. I do like the way it looks. I've already done a little bit. We've got kind of the main building here. The idea will be that there is a sort of caretaker's shed or storage area here, which will have stairs that will connect to an underground crypt. We're going to put a caretaker's residence right about here. A sort of administrative office kind of in here. So like where you would go to buy a plot in the cemetery, maybe make your arrangements, you know, for a funeral. Also, a lot of cemeteries, I mean, maybe all of them. I haven't been to all of them, but a few. Usually there's a map or a book or something that will have a list of everyone buried in the cemetery and where you can find them, right? So if you go there to visit and you don't know where grandma's buried, you can go and find them in that book. Okay, so I am kind of monitoring the stream here, and I can tell that we're just having major issues today. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the face cam. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the face cam because I do think we're going to have just an easier time of it today. Not using it, right? Not using it. Let's see if I can get this thing out of our way a little bit. There we go. Okay, so over here on this side, we're going to do, of course, a sort of church, you know, sanctuary sort of space with a private sort of family area here. Put in a couple of bathrooms somewhere. And then back over here in this corner, maybe right about here, not exactly in the corner, we're going to do a sort of crypt based architecturally on these little rabbit hole crypts. But this will be an actual active interactive sort of crypt, again with a stairway leading down to this sort of L-shaped underground crypt that we're going to do under here. Ideally, hopefully it'll be pretty interactive, a little bit sort of like an adventure that's inside the rabbit hole, but maybe a little more interactive. I don't know how much that's going to work out. I mean, I would like for it to work out. I'd like to maybe put some sort of things you could find down there and take home with you. I really don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't know if Sims can just take things home from a cemetery lot. Probably not. It'll probably say this doesn't belong to you, you can't take it. But we're going to see. I'm going to play around with that as well. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to raise this up just a little bit, give it a little bit of a foundation. And then I want this area to be 2 stories. So we'll go ahead and kind of frame out sort of box here. Because this will be a 2-story, you know, open space, of course. Very cathedral-like. I wish we could do flying buttresses in The Sims, because I would definitely do that here, but we really can't, so So we'll take out the floor there and make it a 2-story space. We're going to throw in some windows. Thank God for the castle kit, the castle estate. That has been a lifesaver for me in building. Put that there. We're going to do these same sort of windows on the opposite side of this building. But I think we'll do them more in stained glass and just have them, I don't know. I mean, I've got them right here as kind of, you know, see-through so that there'll be more light. We'll get more light through there. But I love stained glass windows, and I think I would love seeing that from the street side. I hate eyeballing these windows and trying to get them in perfect. I wish it would just lock. There we go. It's close enough. Now, I also want to put in a sort of raised area. I think we're going to do like this. We'll put a step here, right? We're going to do the same thing back here with like 2 steps up. So you're kind of walking up into the edifice. We'll call it an edifice. And then I want to do another kind of 2-level step up here in the back. Now, I don't know that I'm really planning on using this fence here, but for the moment, it'll work. We'll put that there. And I'm going to bring it up 2 spaces. And we'll go in like that. Kind of take this off here. Now around back here, we're going to, let's see. Because we've used this elevated floor, we can't put this all the way to the ground. So we're going to take it up here. I guess we were able to down, no, yeah, we were able to down here. It just blocks part of the window. So I could lower the floor and then put the windows into place and then raise the floor. Maybe I'll do that. So that way from the outside, it's going to look a little bit closer to what I want. So if we go down and down, and then down and down, all right? We'll see. We'll see if this works. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we will change all of this into stained, kind of the stained glass type of look we got going here. I really like that with the yellow glass, but I think for the moment we are going to keep this sort of, I guess, blonde stone, you would call it. And then we're going to try raising this back up like 4 spaces. So there we go. Not too bad. We're going to ultimately do some windows here as well. I think, oh shoot. I should have waited so I could put windows here too. Let me put the floor back down. Okay, that should do that. We'll go ahead. Grab our casement window. Where is it here? With these windows here, I think I'll just do them clear. That way we'll get a little more light into that space. Also, I kind of like the idea that, you know, we're going to have this view out to kind of the cemetery part. Now I think we're going to we'll extend the sort of sanctuary hall a little bit like that. Maybe go ahead and put this here and here. My thought is to put a door on this. I don't know. I guess so. I guess we should put a door on that. Like I said, this is supposed to be sort of a private family area back here. So yeah, we better put a door on it. Put a bunch of windows in here, maybe. I might not use a window here for the moment. I'm going to, but we'll see. I might not leave it there. I do want to have a lot of light in this space and a good view out here. This will all change, of course, all of this area. There will be kind of a small reflection garden out here, and I might have to do some doors instead of these windows so that you could more easily go out. I think I am going to use this for the door on this side. Now, again, let's go ahead. Let's raise that up. And then let's raise this particular one up twice. Now I'm a little concerned here. Maybe I guess we could put stairs there. I may have to redesign. This particular spot because I don't know. if we put that there, I guess that provides enough of a step up. I mean, Sims will step up onto that door, but I don't really love that look. Let me go back here, pull that off. Okay, so I could do something like that. I really don't love that look. So, so I kind of went through all that trouble for nothing because I really don't think I'm going to keep that, I guess. Maybe we could just do some stairs. So something like that. That's not too bad for the moment. Let's leave this alone. But that's where it's headed. And then in here, I need to establish a sort of caretakers space. Now, I think we're going to put a bathroom here in this little L-shaped room. So, we basically would draw a wall across here. And in order to keep it balanced, what I want to do is maybe go ahead and draw a wall here as well. And a bathroom could go into that space, or we could do a sort of coat closet or something along those lines, someplace to store coats. Now, with the caretaker's cottage, it's going to be a little bit tough. It's going to be small, obviously. And it's not really a cottage. I keep calling it a cottage. It's more of a residence. Let's see here. I think I'll throw some lights into this place real quick. Give a little bit better view of what I'm working with. Now, I have such a bold door here. I think that's going to be part of the problem, is maybe I really don't need that bold of a door. I'm going to see what else we have from Castle here, Castle Estate. So this is a little bit smaller, and I think maybe more in keeping with what we need for this part of the building, right? Let's go with that little door. I need to fit in a living, kitchen, and bathroom and sleeping area. And I really want to put a connection to this part of the space. In fact, let's do this. We could take that out. And then we could just make it a little more rustic of a door maybe, or we could use this. We've got Edgar the Generous type door. It's a little bit too big. But I could do that. So that's kind of private, but it's also part of the, you know, right off this sort of administrative area. So that you could easily go back and forth. My thought is we go with a bathroom here. And then maybe a bedroom right there. Connect it to the bathroom. It's a pretty tight bedroom, but I do think I have pretty high confidence that we can fit a bed here. And maybe a dresser or something here. And we could do a small cutout there. So what we're going to have is a bathroom here and a bedroom here, and then we'll do a closet right here. Sims will use a 1x1 tile closet. So let's stick a doorway on it. And then if I decide that we need more room, I can capture some room here. In fact, I definitely could. What we could do is we could just take this out. And then we're going to have a 4x4 bedroom here, which is not large, but it's going to be big enough. And we'll have a closet. And then we can put a bathroom here. I make this a sort of closet for coats when you walk in to the administrative area. And then we can put our kitchen here, sort of a little living room here, maybe a dining table right here. So it's going to be kind of tight, but I do think it will work pretty well. This is just an administrative area. I don't know really how I'm going to orchestrate, organize it. We'll wait on that and kind of decide as I do it, kind of play it by ear. Now, I definitely want to bump up the feeling of the fencing. I want the feeling of the fencing to be a little more heavy. And I'm also going to take out some of this fencing was already here. Some of it I was playing with. I'm going to take this out because I don't think I'm going to leave it that close to the building. Pretty certain I'll move it and move this garbage can over here. I think I'm gonna move it right here to the edge of the lot. And then I want to do, like I said, a more substantial look to the fence. One thing I know I want to do, and this should work pretty well. There is a sort of concrete, but fancy, right? Like a fancy concrete looking planter. This one here. So we're going to include that to give more substance to this fence, but we're going to do more than that. And it's great because the color of this actually matches this fence really, really well. In fact, I'm almost shocked that it matches so well. I want to do let's start with our room tool here. Not exactly, not that tall, and not exactly pillars, but kind of like pillars to define the corners. And we are going to fence in like the entire lot, not just the part that's fenced in here on this initial build. That is way, way too tall. I probably should have just grabbed, in fact, let's use this, number 6 here of this half wall. Let me try bringing this up a space like that. Because what I want to do is we're going to run this fence directly out. So it'll also have this foundation line on it. And again, it just gives the feeling of a little more kind of substance to it. Put this on here. I might lift that up. Let's see here. Yeah, for now, we're going to lift that up in that fashion. I might end up having to put some sort of platform or something under it so that it looks a little more normal. Now, if I do have to put a platform under it, we are going to have to move the fence line in a little bit more, which means our cemetery is going to be a little bit smaller. But I don't think that's the end of the world, so it'll be fine. We're going to throw on foundation. Again, that matches pretty well. The grays there match pretty well. We'll throw that on and that on. We're going to need some sort of wall pattern. We got brick. I kind of want blocks. Let's see. That's not too bad. It's pretty close. It's not exactly as close as I would like, but it does have that great sort of weathering to it. So we've got that, or we have, kind of the Windenburg stuff. I was looking at this, but I don't know if I want to use bricks. Bricks seem a little bit too modern for what I'm going for. We have this, which is concrete. I don't know. The reason why I'm hesitant on using it is because it came from Batu, right? And nobody likes Batu, and nobody owns it. But I guess it doesn't matter. I could go ahead and use it myself. I like Batu. I do like the Batu pack, so I think I'll swap that with that. Let me take a look. Let's see. Does that look closer in tone? Maybe a little bit. I don't like the way it intersects right here. I think I'm going to have to change that. So let me... Let's kind of turn it. like that. I need to count how much space I really have here. Then maybe bring it like this. Because what I want to do is put that in the middle. That looks a little bit more natural, I think, that way than coming in at the corner. And where I have that planter is pretty arbitrary. I'm not necessarily going to put it there. Once I get the fence line in place, just every so often I'm going to drop one into the fence. I was thinking about this sort of piece here, but it's kind of a topper. Again, we wanted to have a lot of presence, but I actually kind of like this as I'm scrolling through it. Where is it here? Here we go. They're not that different, but the style is, you know, pretty different. Let's see here. That looks really good, though. So my first thought there may be the right one. Let's see. I mean, that looks pretty good, but I think this maybe looks better. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with this here. I think with this setup instead of this one. I don't know. Yeah, I think I am. Now we could also put a tree or something here. I'll do some sort of landscaping. Not really, I don't think that strong of a tree because it kind of interferes with the work there that we just did to kind of give that some architectural interest. Grab this here. I guess I'm looking at the trees we've already got here. I don't actually have to use a tree that's here. I don't know. Because we could do that. Maybe make it bigger. I do kind of like this tree here. I guess we could use something like that. Just for now, let's put it there. It gives us kind of an idea of where we're headed. Then we'll go ahead and rerun this particular fence line. I'm not real sure how I'm going to connect this line into the building. I do want to connect it in some way, again, because a lot of cemeteries are kind of, you know, they're kind of fenced off. They're kind of sectioned off, so my thought is maybe bring it like this and then bring it back here, but I gotta watch out for the windows, right? But I don't think I'm gonna use windows here anyway, because I do think I'm gonna have to put a doorway here to come out to that little sort of sort of meditation garden, I guess we could call it. Like I said, this is a private room for the family. So they're in there in morning before the service, you know, just someplace they can sit on their own. So to have that access to a little sort of garden area, maybe they can step outside for a moment. I'm going to take that fence out. I'm going to take out probably most of these trees here. Maybe I'll keep one just so I don't have to go look for it later. If I want to use it, there'll be one there. We'll take out that stuff. Okay, so obviously we're going to put one of these here at the corner, right? That makes immediate sense. And then how many spaces do I have? I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24, 27, 30. So I've got 30. That actually came out pretty well. So I think I can just do these every 3 steps. The thing I really have to think about is raising them up, though. I just don't know if I like the way that looks, kind of floating. Now, I do kind of have the thought in my head that we could use bushes or something to kind of cover this up. But then that's going to cover up a lot of the look, period. I don't know. For now, I'm going to just put them flat on the ground. I'd also thought, you know, yeah, I could build a platform under here to kind of lift them up. But if I'm going to do that, I really need to put them like that or like that, which means I'm going to need a whole lot more of them. And I don't know if they'll fit exactly. And I've gotten so lucky with the fact that they actually do kind of line up perfectly here at every 3 grid squares. So just for argument's sake, if I did it every spot like that, where am I going to land? I probably don't have to move all of these. I probably could do it through math. You know, I probably could figure this out through math. But Lord, I just don't know if I can do math right now. I don't like I want to bother with it. Okay, so it looks okay. It looks okay setting them like that. And then if I wanted to put a sort of, I guess a foundation, I guess we'll call it a foundation. If I wanted to put a sort of foundation underneath this, then we're going to get something more like that. Which feels like a lot, especially if we're going to have it like every, you know, 3 spots to have that big chunk kind of sticking out there. I'm going to leave it while I continue to build out other parts of this particular cemetery, because we don't have to do all of the fence right now. But I'm really not sold on it as an idea. Okay, so we could do something like that to, oh, it's a little, oh no, it looks okay. And then we can just lift every single one of them up, which I'm not looking forward to trying to do that all across this, place. Or we can just leave them on the ground. So I'm going to leave all three of our options right there to think about as we move on. We'll do this at all the corners. And let's take a look here. I really want to come in and put in a new mausoleum area back here. This is where I really start the big demolition. And I do kind of feel a little bit bad with this one because I do actually really do like this build. I don't know who built it. How much longer? Sorry, I'm just talking to my son real quick. Okay. So it's almost time for Thanksgiving dinner here at my house. My son's letting me know, which is fine. I'm hungry. It smells really, really good. So anyway, I do really like this, and I really feel almost bad about taking it off. I'm going to take it off, as you can see, but I do feel almost bad about it. It's a very good build. I don't know, like I said, I don't know who built this one, but whoops, wrong thing. I really like it. It's a great style. It's a great look. Take all this out. Maybe can I do it quicker with with this? I guess I can. I'm like highlighting everything and then like hitting delete, thinking it was going to be quicker, but I don't think it's going that much quicker. So I'm gonna do it like this. Now maybe we can go back and we'll hit delete here. Somehow I didn't just go through and just start, I didn't just flatten the lot to begin with. That's usually what I do. I really just stopped and thought, oh, I think I could add some little kind of porticos here leading into the park and stuff like that. And then I kind of got this idea, I think I'm going to rebuild it. I think I'm going to rebuild it, and I want to do this underground crypt, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. I'm going to keep these over here. Whoops. Let's move this over here. What are those? Those are, torches. We'll move them over here. And we will take out all of this stuff. We are going to rebuild the entire kind of cemetery portion. Let's take this out. I kind of got to figure out just exactly how big I want this crypt, right? Because I want it to be an actual crypt. You can go inside, you can see urns, you can kind of do your devotions, you can see your family members. Somebody to put like cremated remains, basically, is what I'm thinking of. Like sort of I don't think it's called a crematorium. I don't know what they call the building that you put cremated remains in. Maybe it's not really a crypt. A crypt always figures where you put an actual physical body. I should look it up, see what do you call the building where you put cremated remains. I'm going to keep these particular buildings. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to put one on each side of the building that I'm going to build so that it's almost like sort of wings on each side of the building. And then let's take a look at our grid here. Like I said, I want to be able to access the underground crypt area from this above ground crypt. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want it tucked off fully in the corner. And I don't want it fully in the center. I want it a little bit off center, as though maybe it was constructed and then maybe changed a little bit, how big the cemetery was going to be over time. And then, eventually they built this big structure over here. What I'm going to do is I want to look at these objects that came with our pack, Life and Death. This thing specifically, because I think I'll use that to some extent. So let's pull that out. Maybe that. Oh, here's one that's all made up. Let's do that one. That's good. We'll use that instead of this one. Although, you know what? Let me look real quick. Does this have? Let's use this one. This one looks like stone, so it looks more like it'd be outside in sort of a crypt area. This looks like something that would be inside, like inside the church. So let's go ahead and we'll put it there. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it here because I'm gonna do kind of a memorial area here from this area, and then the service area here. Let's see here. What else do we have to work with? Is that about it? I mean, we should have some urns tucked in here. Here's an urn. What's this? Let's grab that too. I don't know what that is. We're going to stick it on there. And I need some open shelving, and I'm not real sure what we have for open shelving to put these on. Well, we've got the Dream Home Decorator stuff, huh? Sort of modular sort of shelving. I don't think we have anything that's going to look like stone or like stone structures. We'll take a look here and see what we end up with. This is very cool. Now, this is from, that's from the Crystal Creations pack, the jewelry pack. That's a little bit too big to fit in there. But what if we... If I built some sort of shelf with maybe these on each side of them, that way, here's the deceased in the middle, and then maybe some sort of memorial to the deceased on each side. Oh, let's look at this. That's kind of close. I wish it wasn't quite so modern. But I like the fact that it's all open. We do have this. This would work maybe double sized like that. That's actually pretty good. We might do that. Let's go ahead and put a wall in here and kind of get an idea of where we're headed. This is pretty flat to the ground, and I think I'm going to leave it pretty flat to the ground. Let's put that there. We'll move that there. That there. And then we'll do some columns here, kind of an inset door. And we will stop right there for today. I'm going to go have some Thanksgiving dinner. I might work on this again later this afternoon. In fact, I'm sure that I will. In fact, because I do want to do a whole lot here. But it is Thanksgiving here in the United States. And for now, this particular stream has come to an end. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you're watching now or if you're watching in the future. We're going to continue to work on this kind of rebuild of the cemetery area, build a great underground crypt to connect these two areas together. And in the first thing we'll work on next time is a crypt that hopefully will look enough like these, that it looks like they're all tied together as one particular area. And that's it for now. So again, please, like always, hit like, subscribe, and notify. And until next time, thanks for watching.